What's crackling, everybody? Welcome back once again to the Definitive Cereal Tier List, where each episode we take a cereal, put it on the tier list, so you know how good it is. I'm your host, Tucker. In this episode, the monsters have all come together to give us Monster Mash cereal. Now, looking at the tier list, we've only done 3 of the 5 monsters present on this box, because Fruit Brute and Yummy Mummy have not been around for a while, so haven't been able to put them on this list. However, we have done the B-ranked Count Chocula, the C-ranked Frankenberry, and the D-ranked Boo Berry. So, this one could kind of go anywhere. I don't expect it to be higher than Count Chocula because it has the C and the D ranked Boo Berry and Frankenberry mixed in. But I don't know, maybe all these monsters will bring such good spook energy that it'll be just a real good time and I'll have to place it high. Who knows? But let's just crack it open, see what the monsters have in store. Oh, I didn't even notice. They actually do have the, logo treatment, I guess, for each of the monsters. So you got Fruity Yummy Mummy, not just Yummy Mummy, so apologies, Mr. Yummy Mummy. Okay, I mean, it sort of smells like a combination of what we've had previously. Yeah, definitely getting more fruity than chocolatey. Oh, that's fun. Got a timeline. Fun times. Buy it for yourself so you can learn about the timeline of the monster series. Okay. But yeah, it's got the same sort of like ghost characters. Got Boo Berry, Frankenberry. Got some bat marshmallows. So it seems like this is going to be mainly fruity flavored. But I don't know. Maybe the marshmallows will have something going on. Okay. All right. Nothing extraordinary here, but decent bite of fruity cereal. Marshmallows in there, and at least that bite, pretty good amount of marshmallows. So can't really complain, but also you'd kind of hope for Monster Mash would be a little better. The texture of the piece is pretty much exactly what you remember from the other monster cereals. So nothing too new there. And then taste-wise, like I mentioned, it's more of just a general fruity. So specifically Frankenberry or Boo Berry or Yummy Mummy, I guess. But can't really compare that one with this. So mainly Frankenberry and Boo Berry here. Again, not much of a presence from my boy Count Chocula. But I think it's actually working out a bit better than either Frankenberry or Boo Berry on their own. I think both of those just on their own, well, maybe a little too much, but having them together brings sort of a stronger mixture that I think is just a bit more pleasant, I guess would be the word. Plenty spooky still. Don't worry about that. Plenty of spooks going on, but pleasant spooks. All right, now the milk has turned spookily purple, so let's check in on that taste. Okay, still just a kind of nice berry fruity mix. Yeah, no real complaints there. Pretty decent, pretty similar to the mix of the pieces as well. Yeah, it's kind of a nice berry mixture. So I guess that's fine. Good harmony for the band, I guess. I was hoping to be scared of how good this was, but at best it just made me go, ah. I understand why for the 50th anniversary you'd want to sort of market this as all the monsters are back together, But I think if you do that, you need to represent it a bit better in the cereal. Because like I mentioned, this is mainly just Frankenberry and Blueberry. Like, there's no Count Chocula. I guess maybe there's sort of Yummy Mummy Fruit Brew kind of. But you see it, and all you really see is the Frankenberry Blueberry presence in there. And I guess the marshmallows sort of make you think of the other ones. But it's just such a focus on those two instead of all five. That's a bit of a letdown. I understand it might be kind of weird to have 5 different flavors going on all at once. But I don't know. Maybe take the time to figure out a way to do that at least sort of works. Like, even if you did that and it wasn't great, I think it would be just a funner concept, more fun concept. So I'd appreciate it a bit more versus this, where I'm just kind of like, oh yeah, this is okay, but not too exciting and not spooky enough. So what I'm going to do is give Monster Mash cereal a C. Same rank as Frankenberry, but again, I think this sort of mixture works better than either Frankenberry or Blueberry on its own. So I liked that, but I don't think it was a strong enough mixture to really move it up to a B. I think it's a sort of like mid-high C maybe, but that's about as high as I'd go with it. I do appreciate that, at least in this bowl, real solid marshmallow ratio, so that was nice. And the marshmallows themselves, pretty good. And the fruit mixture, pretty all right. The texture, I think, is still the weakest part for me with this, where they just... it's weird to say this when talking about the cereal, but something about it is, like, sort of... just feels cheap. Like, that's the word that comes to mind. It doesn't really make sense in this context because, like, it's cereal, but it just feels like they didn't put a ton of effort, which it tastes texture-wise a lot like the other Monster cereals. It's like, if you're down with that sort of piece texture, like, you'll be fine with this. But it's been, 2 years since I had the Monster cereals, so I'd kind of forgotten about it until I was having this, and it's like, oh yeah, this isn't a great piece. Like, I think the idea of the Monster cereals is far stronger than the actual execution, and I think this was a good chance for them to really nail it on both ends, but they just didn't quite do that. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. In the comments below, post your general thoughts. Let me know if you've tried Monster Mash cereal and what you thought about it. If you, like me, were a little let down by this culmination of all the monsters, you can let me know. If you think I'm totally wrong and this is the best Monster cereal by far that they've done, you can let me know. If you found I was being a little too hard on Monster cereals and was kind of besmirching them a little, you can let me know. Just don't be too aggressive about it. Be spooky about it for sure. Just don't be too aggressive about it. But, I do appreciate Monster cereal. It's just, I wanted a bit more from this is what it comes down to. And maybe you feel the same. Also, if this is your favorite band, I guess you can give a shout out to Monster Mash. It's unclear if Monster Mash is the song they're performing or their name going off of the box. So if you've checked out their hit album, I guess let me know, is it the song or their name or their album name? A lot of possibilities for what Monster Mash means in this scenario. Hopefully we don't have to wait another 50 years to get all the monsters back performing together again. But if you have any ideas for what combination they should do next year to sort of follow up with this, you can let me know. If you think they should just stick with the traditional 3, or they should do a different combination, or maybe even they should only put out Fruit Brute and Yummy Mummy next year just to really mix it up, you can sort of share those ideas in the comments. But until next time, stay spooky.